And memory began in Old City when we walked along Bazaar Road, past the ruins of the Fortress of Holy Spirit. Right. I think that was over here, wasn't it? Somewhere close to that bandit layer. Let's see if I can find what the game is wanting me to find. Can't see anything immediately. I think I remember where that message from John essentially came from. It's further ahead, but I'm gonna have a quick look here. There's nothing. What's back here? Okay, nothing for me. Is it possible to go past there? It might be. Isn't now, but maybe in the future. It was over there. Yep, he was sitting right here.
Ah, it was an old skull. What a lucky find for a pair of young adventurers.
It was easier to climb these walls back then. Not merely because we're older, but because the ruins are too. Of course. You said we needed to bury him. Do you remember where?
Oh, one would think burying a human skull would stick in the mind, but somehow... no.
Hmm.
An old man was standing here as we passed.
Oh yes, I remember his face as we flew by with a skull in our hands.
He looked as shocked as our grisly companion.
Hmm. Then through here.
Nothing ever bothers an old Ottoman backgammon player.
Over there.
This wasn't the right place for a funeral. We were looking for somewhere more appropriate.
Funny, nowadays you love putting men behind bars.
You're a fellow of infinite jest, aren't you? The water level was higher back then.
I remember swimming through this mire while trying not to breathe in the horrible odour.
Okay. I can actually walk through here now. Oh, there we go.
This is where we buried it. It seems that with time, our friend has emerged once more. The skull is ancient. Its likeliest owner was one of the Knights Hospitaller who died during the siege of the fortress. I remember now, you said this skull was my father's.
A child's imagination is a powerful tool. You needed this. A burial process of your own. A ritual so you could begin to grieve.
Here hung those lips that I have kissed, I know not how oft. I felt so alone back then, John. Uncertain. Abandoned by my father.
I know.
The skull wasn't his, though it may as well have been. In the earth, all of us look alike. But putting this man to rest, it did help.
I'm glad, Sherry.
I find myself rather tempted to keep it. If not for sentimental value, then it's archaeological merit.
Alright. Got a skull now. Jeez. John and I found the skull a long time ago. Click through these two. Alright. John's diary. Memories. Mr. Holmes died when Sherlock was 6, and 3 years later he still hadn't fully processed his father's passing. Okay. Right. So, what I think we'll do now is we'll go to some furniture traders and buy some more furniture, and then we'll go back to our home. Can we spawn exactly here? The furniture trading going on?
Nice affordable
Come,
clothes.
come!
Step right
Decorate
up.
your house in Oriental style. Merhaba. It's a good day for a purchase.
Alright, I shall do so then. An Anatolian rug and a Venetian chandelier. And a pirate's pistol.
May your purchase bring you joy.
It will, it will. Is there another furniture trader that has new stuff? Yes, here in Scaladio. Near the church. Wait. He's over here, I think. Right? No, not at all. This direction. Let's see what they have for us. Got enough money to buy a few more things. We should maybe save a little bit. In case we ever need to buy an outfit.
Exquisite furniture. My goods will brighten up your house.
Well, hopefully. A sturdy bed and a globe.
Enjoy your purchase.
The main hall redux. After acquiring several items from local traders, I have repaired the main hall of my manor. It now feels full of memories. Alright, let's get back to our house. Which was... wait, is this... okay, whatever. Which is over here. Maybe for the sailor that drowned. Who does an article about that. Either way, get back into Stonewood Manor. Let's see what the inside of the manor has on offer.
Well done, Sherry. The hall now looks much as it did in our youth. Brings back fond memories. You know, I envy you, Sherry. You can talk to other people and they won't ignore you.
And I envy you. You can ignore any person you're bored with. You don't miss out on much. Most men are dull, unlike yourself.
Well, I'm flattered.
Oh yeah, there's the globe, the sofa.
Home sweet home, Sherry.
Something I can really interact with. What about this?
The local justice system in all its glory.
I didn't hear anything. No. Okay, well then let's go through, although I'm not sure what these symbols now mean for us. Oh, this.
We used to take a shortcut down the banisters, much to everyone's annoyance.
Oh yeah, what fun. They had to fix these handrails several times. I wouldn't try it now, Sherry. Tempting though it is.
Jerry and I used to ride down the staircase handrails in the main hall. It was the fastest way down, and the most fun. Mycroft hated it, but he couldn't stop us doing it. Carpenters had to repair the handrails several times. Was that? Yeah, that was it. Okay, wait. This is the next, I think. Was this? But there was a large mirror next to it, didn't it? Nope.
I had a surprise for my mother. You had a shovel with you, John. I was holding an ancient Greek vase, or rather, quite a big piece of it. I remember now, we dug up the vase from Greek ruins here on Cordona, and were eager to show my mother right away.
Yeah, there's the mirror.
For some reason, the door was closed. We knocked.
But nobody answered. We thought that she was busy.
So we left the vase and ran downstairs. I decided to gather some archaeological tools in order to take a closer look at the vase.
But then we heard something, didn't we?
Yes. It came from upstairs.
The vase was broken, shards scattered all over the floor. And your mother was standing at the door.
Indeed, John. I doubt it was her. Let me concentrate. Otto Richter was standing there, furious at us. Dr. Richter told us never to disturb my mother when the door is closed. He said she had broken the vase.
But we didn't believe him. I bet he smashed it. Her things are still here.
Presumably Mycroft never felt the need to sort through it all.
Or couldn't bring himself to.
No. He would have put it behind him and moved on. My brother is not one for sentimentality.
Alright. Probably a lot of things to look at here.
This room always reeked with an acrid medicinal stench. And here is the reason. This picture was drawn by my mother. I recognize her hand. There's a date on it, 8th of December, 1868. This seems a bit odd. I can recognize my mother's style, but it's far too sloppy. Dated 12th of February, 1869. It's difficult to tell what this is meant to represent. There's no date at all.
Oh, I would love to take a bath right now.
Not in that.
Not this one. Surface corrosion suggests it was prone to extreme temperature fluctuations. For medical purposes, I suppose.
What's that sound? Sherlock Holmes obituary in the Times. London, August 21st, 1865. Mr. Sherlock Morland Holmes, the renowned archaeologist, authenticator, and historian, is dead. A mere 41 years of age, he was seized by a cardiac event during the opera at the Covent Garden Theatre on Saturday. Despite a physician's best efforts, he remained insensible and died at 20 minutes past 6 o'clock last evening. His sudden end came as a severe shock to his large circle of acquaintances. Mr. Holmes is survived by his wife Violet and two sons, Mycroft 16 and Sherlock 6. Funeral services will be held Wednesday at the Highgate Cemetery of St. James by Reverend W. E. Stanley.
It's a strange feeling to read about my father's death in the newspaper. I can't recall anything except the deep feeling of loss.
You were too young. It happened before we even met. It's so sad. I'm sorry.
An old sheet of paper. March 25th, 1869. Examination notes of Dr. Otto Richter. Over the last few months, I have asked Mrs. Holmes to sketch some landscapes. The first few were clear and accurate, but subsequent drawings quickly drifted away from reality. It appears her disease progresses rapidly and perhaps even affects her vision. I may need to consider trepanation. Yeah, you could tell as much from the papers down there.
Do you think the doctor could have used these tools here? I hope not.
No labels. I doubt it ever had one.
Hmm.
There appear to be residues of the bottle's contents at the bottom.
Observation Journal. Observations of Mrs. Violet Holmes, Dr. Otto Richter. 19th of May 1868. Initial consultation revealed the patient suffers sleep problems, periods of anxiety, and slight confusion of memories. Prescribed a strong sedative to be administered daily and will continue to monitor symptoms. 3rd of August 1868. Sedation has helped minimize anxiety attacks, but Mrs. Holmes now experiences catatonia, apathy, and prolonged depressive states. Moreover, the patient's confusion has worsened and she has begun writing letters to her deceased husband as if he were alive. I've prescribed 6 further drugs to balance her mental state and weekly hydrotherapy. 27th of November 1868. The current drug regimen has delivered middling results, with confusion worsening into near constant delusion. Patient grows aggravated when these beliefs are contradicted, prompting aggressive behavior. I've now witnessed several episodes of violence against her own family and towards herself. Consequently, I ordered that bars be installed on the windows and that Mrs. Holmes be strapped to her bed at night. The dosage of all medications has been raised. I've prescribed the patient additional hypnotherapy sessions as well as some mild hallucinogens. Didn't really sound like he was making it a whole lot better now, did it?
Straps on the bed. Just doesn't look right.
Potassium
Seems this was the
bromide.
most frequently used medication.
1 dram dissolved in a glass of water administered daily.
1 dram dissolved in a glass of water administered daily. Not to exceed 1 dose in 24 hours, not to be given to children.
February 1869. From Violet to Seeger. My gentle Seeger, alas, I am still yet to receive any correspondence from you. One presumes my previous letters are chasing you around the continent as you travel. I hope you are in good health and already on your way home. Forgive me my impatience, but life without your kind voice and bright eyes is scarcely worth living. The boys need their father around too. I can tell that they miss you, though as you well know, Mycroft is not one to wear his heart on his sleeve. In case my prior letters have been lost, know that we have relocated to Cordona. Please come back soon. Forever yours, Violet, February 1869. Yes.
Bars
Oh yeah.
covering the windows from the inside.
You're not obliged to be here, Sherry. We can leave any time you want.
My mother loved flowers. They made her smile. I remember we would bring a new bouquet every week to make her a bit happier.
That's why we collected all the violet flowers we could find on the island. Look what I found! The White King is under attack. Sherry, can you save him and checkmate the opponent in one move?
Potentially.
You're not obliged to
Wait.
be here, Sherry. We can leave any time you want.
Save the king by retreating or defend the king with the bishop. Let me get away from here a bit. What's the situation like? Bishop could go here. Then he would take... He can't take. But if the bishop goes here, then I'm in check. Then I could take this. Save the king by retreating. No, I'm defending the king with the bishop.
Oh, nice move. You saved the king and checkmated the Black King with the rook.
What else have we got in here? A lot of stuff. We can quickly analyze this chemically. Right. 4 of this. Let me get this right. I need 1 red, 1 green. Do I have that somewhere? Got 1 green, 3 red. Take this, this. And this, I'd need 1 blue somewhere. But I don't have that. Only got 3 blue. I've got -2 blue here. And +2 blue here. You know what? Let's get rid of that. Let's grab that. Wait, and get that and get rid of that. And we basically have 4 blue, 2 red, 4 green. I have -1 green somewhere. No, but -2 green. I've got -5 green as well. Put all of it away again. Let me try other means. If I did this, I'd have enough red. I'd need 1 more blue. If I did this, and wait, and this, then I'd have 1 more blue. Then I'd have 6 red. Need to get rid of 2 reds. Via this, for example. And then I'd have 0 greens, but I need 3 greens. And I can't get 3 greens. So this is not working. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Is there another option, really? This is actually complicated for the first time. I do 3 of these, then I'd need 1 more blue. And we said we could do it that way, but then we'd have too many reds. And we'd need to get rid of 2 reds, which we can do with this, but then we'd have 0 greens. And we can't get 3 greens. Wait, we can get rid of this. Then we've got 3 greens. So we've got 3 greens. We've got 4 reds. And we've got 4 blues, I think. Wait. Right. So just let me try this for now. Yep. And what is that again? Yeah, but what does the operation do? Oh, there. Adds 1 to the reagent's value. Okay, never mind then. If I had like 17 plus operations, then I could do that. Or I could also just do this. I guess, if we want to do it the simple way. That slightly annoys me. Should have looked at that first. Analysis identified the substance as a hallucinogen derived from mushrooms. Okay. Memories in the manner. What else do we have here? Wooden handle. About this. Are there any memories to uncover in here? What else I can look through? Painting.
Looks like it was damaged by a blunt object. Oh, it brings back some memories.
Morning Mania.
Mother was troubled that morning. Something we did upset her. Dr. Richter tried to calm her down.
Something is being drawn, I just don't know where. Oh, there.
We had to put the tray with Mother's morning tea down, but why? The broken plate shards were all over the floor. Mycroft had to change his suit as the one he was wearing was completely stained. It's starting to ring a bell. I think it happened in the morning.
Okay. That seems reasonable. Huh. Maybe. Yeah, that seems more likely. What is that? Yeah, that makes more sense. Yep.
I don't believe you! Liars! Get away from me! It's not true! It's not real!
What? Oh. Everything will be okay, Sherry. I promise.
It was the morning of the 9th of April, the day my mother died.
The 9th of April started off badly. My mother was anxious and hysterical. She threw food and shouted at the doctor, calling him a liar. John and I brought her morning tea, but when the shout started, I became scared. The only thing I could think to do was hide near the bed and wait for everything to pass. Thankfully, John was there to protect me and calm me down.
My mother, she was not just ill, but mad. God have mercy.
I'm sorry. That explains why you locked the memory away.
There must be more, John. That was the morning of her death. I need to know what happened. John!
Every time you... I just don't... Please, Sherry, leave it be.
Just breathe, John. You know that I cannot leave the last stone unturned. We are so close.
I know. But can we at least leave it for another day?
Of course.
Well, history tells us these memories are triggered by our investigation of other matters. I suspect it could not be forced even if I so desired.
Thank you. How are you feeling about all this? Tell me, I'm not the only one reeling.
I'm alright.
In the end, little has changed. My mother was still unwell, just not with tuberculosis. What I do not yet understand is why Mycroft lied about it. There are precious few pieces of this puzzle remaining, John. Let us dawdle here no longer.
Indeed. Wait, did you hear that?
Yes. Metallic souls. What is this sailor doing here?
What is a sailor doing here indeed? What is anyone doing just entering our house?
Sherlock Holmes, isn't it? I was looking for you.
Where are you?
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
You can call me your new game. The rules are simple. I have something for you, but you alone must work out what that is.
And that something is my prize, I suppose?
You're a fast learner, sir.
Okay. Pink paint in hair, painted recently. Sailor uniform, old and shabby. No signs of hard physical work. Hiding something square-shaped. A sailor came to my house declaring that he was my new game. Yeah. His hands showed no sign of regular physical activity, no corns, no rough skin, but owing to the fact he had an old worn-out uniform, I assumed he was still in service. He had a drop of pink paint in his hair, which led me to believe he is somehow involved in the art sphere. Considering the tiny square-shaped object in the sailor's pocket, I deduced the real reason behind his visit was to pass me an invitation to visit his exhibition, or artist disguised as a sailor. A drop of pink paint in his hair betrayed him as a man who is involved in the art sphere. His hands showed no signs, which is at odds with his mariner's outfit. Few artists know my name or where I live, so Vogel best fits the role of the game master. Considering the tiny square-shaped object in the fake sailor's pocket, I deduced he was employed at Vogel's art gallery, and the real reason for his visit was to pass me an invitation. I'm gonna go with artist disguised as a sailor. Yep.
I cannot believe that Mr. Vogel has somehow successfully called my attention to his gallery. You're here with an invitation to visit it, obviously.
My word, you are fast, Mr. Holmes. Could you explain how you came to that conclusion?
Of course. Explanations are my favourite part of any conversation. Hands without any sign of regular physical activity, in contradiction to one who would most usually wear such a uniform. The paint in your hair is pink. I don't know of any military service that paints their ships pink, unless they have launched a new fashionable fleet. A sailor with the soul of an artist? I would suggest rather a gallery employee disguised as a sailor to mislead me. How many artists on the island know where I live and of my passion for deduction? Werner Vogel is clearly at the top of the list. And you've been attempting to conceal something square-shaped within your pocket. An invitation, I suppose. An invitation to Mr. Vogel's gallery.
That was remarkable, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Vogel was right about your genius. I think he may have even underestimated you. This is your invitation. Please tell Mr. Vogel that the seed has been planted. He asked me to tell you to do so, if you win this little game. Farewell.
Vogel's Art Gallery invitation. My dear Sherlock Holmes, as you no doubt have already guessed, I would like to invite you to experience my art exhibition, not only for the purpose of the contemplation of beauty, but in a more general need of your genius. You'll find the gallery at the Caravanserai at the crossroads of Bazaar Road and Hermes Avenue in Old City. Always your friend, Werner Vogel. Alright, a new case for us. Are we done in here? Mostly, I would think. There's still this we don't quite yet have found the meaning for, the hidden treasure. Well, I guess this key would unlock this treasure. There's also more stuff here. Mental disease and my friend John. My mother's struggles with mental disease could well be hereditary, and affect my mind and rationality. Okay. Okay. But I think we'll leave this here for now. Thanks for watching this episode of Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1, and I'll see you guys again next time. Till then, bye.